the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mira's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from?
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
Here you leave today and enter a world of
A world of princesses.
A world of villains.
And heroes.
Raise your sabers.
A world of other worlds.
A world of all the favorites.
of Throwbacks.
A world of...
For whatever you love, infinite worlds await.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello. To you, and you. Welcome into another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. Glad to have all of you here in the building with me. It was 5 people before, now 4 people now. No one is here, but that's okay. We're going to continue on to give you guys a great show. So this show I'm very excited about because I have teased Florentin and Phil with this show, and I really cannot wait. Finally, all the wondering and the mystery and everything in between will finally be over. Or not, because maybe nothing will happen in this live. But then again, you saw the thumbnail, you know my voice, and damn it, you know why you're here. So let me take down this iconic intro. Why? Because higher is waiting, lower is available. But either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro once again. You see we have the fireworks right here behind us here. Walt Disney World Resort, that beautiful castle there. Oh, my Lord. I am so ready for this. Oh, my God. Now, I just want to be clear. Phil and Florentin have no idea what's going to be happening in this live. Now, they do know we are going to be talking about Walt Disney Imagineering. And that is all. Oh, my Lord. Yes, indeed. You see that virtual tour background that's going off right now. Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music. Yes, you do. And then there is, hang on, let me come back on the big screen. Hey, everybody. Welcome in. Glad to have all you here. Like I said, nothing else is going to be happening in this live. I'm so excited. All right, let's get to it. Now, y'all know there is one more video we have to watch that kicks off every Disney stream that we do. It is iconic. Can't do a stream without it. Walt Disney, my good friend from way back. Take it away.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome. Disneyland is your land.
Oh, this never gets old, man. Let's get to it, baby. Let's get to it. Oh,
This is a global event as Walt Disney World, Disneyland Paris, Tokyo Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland, and Disney Cruise Line join Disneyland in celebrating 50 years of magic. It's the happiest celebration on Earth.
Yes, it is. Well, it was, right?
Disneyland is dedicated to the ideals and the dreams that have created America, with the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
I swear that intro never gets old. Thank you all. Appreciate you, good sir. All right, let's talk about some Walt Disney Imagineering. All right, here we go. So for those of you who do not know, when Walt Disney made Disneyland, right, in order to do Disneyland, he needed a new division. Thank you, good sir. He needed a new division to be able to do Disneyland, right? Because originally Disneyland was going to be at the parks, or not the park, but at the studios rather. So he was going to build the park there, but then it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, right? And so he needed a place called WED, Walter Elias Disney, right? So here we go. Walt Disney Imagineering Research and Development Incorporated, commonly referred to as Walt Disney Imagineering, or WDI. Before that, it was WED Enterprises, as we continue on, is the research and development arm of the Walt Disney Company responsible for the creation, design, and construction of Disney theme parks and attractions worldwide. The company also operates Disney Live Entertainment and the Muppet Studios and manages Disney properties from Walt Disney Studios in Burbank to New Amsterdam Theater to Times Square Studios Ltd. In New York City. Founded on December 16th, 1952 by Walt Disney to oversee the production of Disneyland Park, it was originally known as Walt Disney Inc., then WED Enterprises, from the initials of Walter Elias Disney, Disney's full name. Headquartered in Glendale, California, Imagineering is composed of Imagineers who are illustrators, architects, engineers, line designers, show writers, and graphic designers. The term Imagineering, portmanteau, was introduced in the 1940s by Alka to describe its blending of imagination and engineering, used by Union Carbide in an in-house magazine in 1957, with an article by written by Richard F. Selfer called "Brainstorming is Imagineering." Disney filed for a trademark for the term in 1989, claiming the first use of the term in 1962. Imagineering is a registered trademark of Disney Enterprises Incorporated. So they've been around for 73 years now. As you guys know, Bruce Vaughn is the president and chief creative officer. So Walt Disney Incorporated was formed by Walt Disney on December 16th, 1952, with an engineering division tasked with designing Disneyland. And if you have not seen the new documentary Disneyland Handcrafted, I would love to show it to you. I would love to do a watch party, but most of all, I would love to do all of that without copyright. YouTube. But unfortunately, we cannot. But the reason why I bring up Disneyland Handcrafted is because the way they showcase and the way they showcase Disneyland, how it was created, and the daughter of Iwerks, that woman there, protect her at all costs because she understands the old school Disney that we all know and love. She does a great job. That production company, Iwerks, Inc. does a great job. Really does a great job. So let's keep going. In light of objections from his brother Roy O. Disney, as well as those of potential stockholders, WDI was renamed WED Enterprises in 1953, based on Disney's initials. In 1961, WED moved into the Grand Central Business Park, where Enterprise's theme park design architectural group became so integral to Disney studio operations that Walt Disney Productions bought it on February 5th, 1965, along with the WED Enterprises name. So WED Enterprises is no longer, but they still have the name. So then we get to Imagineering. The unit was renamed as of January 1986 to Walt Disney Imagineering. 1996, the Disney Development Company, the Disney's conglomerate real estate development subsidiary, merged into Imagineering. Imagineering created Disney Fair, a U.S. traveling attraction, which premiered in September 1996. So Disney Fair, let's see what that's all about. Let me see. Disney Fair, a U.S. traveling attraction. So basically like a state fair, but Disney-fied. I feel like that could have went somewhere potentially. You know what I mean? Imagine you being able to, eat a Walt Disney World turkey leg or, a Mickey pretzel, at your Disney Fair. I think that would have been very interesting. Now, I'm looking right now for any pictures of Disney Fair, but all I'm seeing is just, and I'll show you, it's just basically random pictures of Disney. This is all I'm seeing here. But that does sound pretty cool, a Disney Fair for sure. So, yes, indeed. Let's get back to it here. So, which premiered in September of 1996. Before attendance, the fair was pulled after a few stops. Disney Entertainment Projects Asia Pacific incorporate a new Disney Asian Pacific subsidiary. Selected a renamed fair called Disney Fest as its first project, taking it to Singapore to open there on October 30th, 1997. This is reminding me of a project that Disney did, and I can't remember where they brought, but they basically recreated like Cinderella Castle and all these different parts of Disney. We talked about here on Braylon's Work for Life. I can't remember what the name of it was, but that sounds like Disney Fair reincarnated. By 1997, Imagineers were in several buildings in Grand Central Business Park when Disney purchased the park. In September 1999, Disney Imagineering announced the Grand Central Creative Campus redesign of the industrial park with a new office studio complex anchored by Disney Imagineering. Some of the buildings were demolished to make way for new buildings. The additional space would be for sound stages, production facilities, and offices. As a part of Walt Disney's March 2018 strategic reorganization, Walt Disney Parks and Resorts merged it with Disney Consumer Products and Academia to create Disney Parks Experiences and Products, DPEP, giving Disney Imagineering oversight of merchandise, games, and publishing development. In July of 2021, DPE Chairman Josh D'Amaro, who is now the CEO, announced that approximately 2,000 DPEP positions will be transferred over the next couple of years to Lake Nona area of Orlando, Florida. Now, that never happened because what we're going to get into a little bit later here. In November of 2021, it was reported that as many as 90% of the positions to be transferred are Walt Disney Imagineering positions, as DPEP relocates Imagineering headquarters from Glendale to a new 60-acre corporate campus in Lake Nona. The only Imagineering positions reportedly exempt from relocation were those dedicated to Disneyland or certain international parks. The relocation was reportedly motivated in part by $570 million in tax breaks from the state of Florida, as well as Florida's business-friendly climate, lower cost of living, and a lack of a state income tax. This relocation was canceled in May of 2023 amidst a feud with Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, which, by the way, that is the same governor that took away the Red Creek district and then gave Universal Orlando their own special district. This is the same person that said, and I quote, "I do not want Mickey or Minnie Mouse in my wedding pictures." Yes, they got married at Disney World. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then he talked about building a jail next to the, affordable housing. So for those of you who don't know, Walt Disney World and Disneyland are both building affordable housing apartments as a part of their way of giving back to the community, which is huge, right? So in case you didn't know, now you do. So let's keep going. Principles. New concepts and improvements are often created to fulfill specific needs. For instance, the Soar over California ride system was designed to help guests experience the sensation of flight. During development, Imagineer Mark Summer found an erector set in his attic, which quickly inspired the solution to create this experience. The ride effectively simulates hang gliding, one of Imagineer's techniques. Blue sky speculation is a process in which ideas are generated without limitations. Imagineers may develop a bold idea in extreme detail, initially disregarding budgetary or fiscal constraints. It may take up to 5 years for an idea to turn to a fetch attraction. The company considers this the beginning of a design process, believing if it can be dreamt, it can be built. And it's interesting because we heard recently that Josh D'Amaro wants the Villains Land to be bigger. So make budget secondary, right? So it's quite interesting that it seems like it may be going back to the old school days, right? Walt Disney Imagineering partnered with the Khan Academy to create a series of online videos called Imagineering in a Box to allow students to explore different aspects of theme park design, from characters to ride development. The classes, which were organized into 3 main categories: creating worlds, designing attractions, and bringing characters to life, were presented by Walt Disney Imagineering employees using multimedia lessons and exercises. So the Imagineering period. Past Disney Imagineers have shared 15 principles of Disney Imagineering, and they are divided into 5 tiers. And these are: Tier 1, Foundations of Imagineering. It all begins with story, creative intent, attention to detail, theming, long, medium, and close shots. Tier 2, wayfinding, winnings, transition, storyboards, pre-shows, and post-shows. Number 3, visual communication, force perspective, readability, connects. Tier 4, making it memorable. It's a small world effect. Basically, when It's a Small World came out, that came because of the 1964 World's Fair. The small world effect is this: no matter who you are, where you come from, you know that ride. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. I mean, I don't have to sing the whole song, but I think you get it. And that song has been replayed, heard, everything in the culture in every way. I remember in Lion King 1.5, Timon will go, everybody now, it's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. So even the characters themselves, they know the song. So it's like the unifying anthem of the Disney parks, rather. Hidden Mickeys, and then Tier 5, Walt's Cardinal Rule, plussing. Walt Disney coined the term plussing for the process of constantly striving to perfect Imagineering work. Disney believed that there was always room for innovation and improvement, saying Disneyland will never be complete as long as there's imagination left in the world. Sometimes rather takes the form of return to previously abandoned ideas, such as the rework of the Museum of the Weird Wax Museum concept into the present haunted mansion. Because for those of you who don't know the story, Benny Crump, who has passed away, unfortunately, I would have loved to get to known him potentially as a friend and as a mentor, because he has some amazing stories. And he said that originally it was going to be a walkthrough attraction, the Haunted Mansion. And so, the first part of it was scary, and then the latter part of it was funny. So you didn't know whether to be scared or whether to be delighted. So everything's in the eye of the beholder. Art of the show. Disney theme parks are storytelling and visual experiences known as the art of the show. Using theming, atmosphere, attention to detail are essential in the Disney experience. Creative director John Hinch notices similarities between theme park design and filmmaking, such as the use of techniques including forced perspective. One example of forced perspective is Cinderella Castle in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. The scale of architectural elements is much smaller in the upper reaches of the castle compared to the foundation, making it seemingly taller than its actual height of 189 feet. The attraction, the Pirates of the Caribbean, invokes a rollicking Buccaneer adventure according to Hinch. In contrast, the Disney Cruise Line ships create an elegant seafaring atmosphere. Minor details in theme park shops and restaurants are crucial. These include the menus, the names of the dishes, and cast member costumes. When guests walk down the area of Main Street, USA, they're likely to notice a bakery fragrance. These are called smellitizers. So it's really screwed up how they do this, but it's really cool. So let's just say you're smell. Is that a turkey leg? Is that a funnel cake? Yes, it is. And they want you to use your nose to be hungry enough to go pay for it. Reminiscent of suburban America in the 1900s, in addition to theme parks, Imagineering has divided retail stores, galleries, and hotels, which have stories and create a specific mood. For instance, the Disney Contemporary Resort features a A-frame structure. So a A-frame structure there. There we go, an A-frame structure. Modern decor features, including a quiet monorail in the lobby. These details reinforce the hotel's contemporary nature. In 2010, Disney's educational products produced a series of videos called The Science of Disney Imagineering. Each video was presented by Imagineer Asa Kalama and focused on a different science subject. Each video featured at least one Disney attraction to show how science was used in them. These science subjects include gravity, trajectory, levies, and pulleys, fluids, energy, design and models, magnetism, motion, animal adaptations, communication, friction, and electricity. You know, I would feel like the science of Disney Imagineering will go great in a park called Epcot. Like, I'm just saying, because Epcot's about tomorrow, and tomorrow usually includes science, edutainment. Anybody? I'm just asking questions here. Okay, I'm just asking questions. Give me a moment. I'm going to look up something real quick. If you'll indulge me real quick. And you see, we are just talking about Walt Disney Imagineering. Okay, nothing else is popping up right now. Okay, nothing else is popping up right now. Nothing else is popping up right now. Now, I know I said what I said, right? Of that, you guys, all you guys get basically is all you guys get basically is the picture that these people are working hard, and that is it, right? I know I said that and I meant that. Okay, so just stay calm, stay cool. Now I will say this is very fascinating for me, because you know, growing up to hear about, you know, these Imagineers, and they've been able to take this, that, and the third and make it into something bigger than what it is quite amazing. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Okay. But no, like I said, I mean, for example, one of the biggest things that I believe that was really cool about Imagineering was it was concepts where it was like, how do they do that? So like for Expedition Everest, all that you see is not really real rock. It's not really real rock. They had to form that, and then they had to spray paint it, then, you know, plaster it, then smooth it out. For example, in the World of Pandora, those are all metal. You know how it looks like it's floating and stuff like that. Even the tree line poles have Imagineering to them. You know what I mean? So it's always fascinating to see how they do what they do, even with Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, to be able to know what each scene needs in terms of color. Right? When I think about Epcot and Spaceship Earth, the way that they structured that, actually, let me bring that up real quick, because I feel like that's really interesting. Give me a moment. Spaceship Earth construction. Because I think they have like a time-lapse video. Now I want y'all to see this, okay? This is absolutely incredible. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Started with steel. So all of that is the foundation, all that steel, right? Let's keep going. Let's keep watching here. And then they did the geometric shape. They lined it out, or they put it together, and then you see the outlining here, and then they put the geometric triangles in there. Like this is and then inside that is a whole ride. Like that's the thing about Disney that was always cool to me, is how they were able to do what they do. And then when you think about the Great Movie Ride, all those different scenes, having all the levers and pulleys and the electricity it took to make those movie scenes come alive. It was just so fascinating. So Mickey's 10 Commandments in 1991, Marc Sklar, who was also a legend. I believe he passed away. So rest in peace to Marc Sklar. Then the president of Imagineering present 10 Commandments attributed to Mickey Steinberg, the vice president of Imagineering. They are, I'm going to go from number 10 all the way up, okay? Number 10, keep it up. Do not become complacent or allow things to run down. Disney. Number 9, for every ounce of treatment, provide a ton of treat. Take advantage of distinction of the theme park, which is that it encourages active participation compared to passive entertainment. Number 8, avoid contradictions. Maintain identity, avoid irrelevant or contradicting elements. Make sure the audience has a clear idea of what's being said. Number 7, tell one story at a time. Put one big idea in each show so guests leave with clear understanding of the theme. Number 6, do not avoid overload, rather create turn-ons. Do not offer too much detailed information. Did I follow one of the commandments for that picture? Do not offer too much detailed information. Yes, I did. Number 5, communicate with visual literacy. Use a dominant color or shape or building to reinforce a theme. You know what? Forget the colors in that picture. That was just a picture. Number 5, create a WINE, Walt Disney's term for visual magnet. Number 3, organize the flow of people and ideas. Ensure experiences tell a story that's organized and logically laid out. Number 2, wear your guest shoes. Don't forget the human factors. Try to experience the parks from the guest point of view. And the number 1 commandment is know your audience, right? So, with innovation, Imagineering has been granted over 300 patents in areas such as advanced audio systems, fiber optics, interactive technology, live entertainment, ride systems, and special effects. Imagineering pioneered technological advances such as Circle Vision 360 film technique and the FastPass virtual queuing system. So when they destroyed the FastPass, they destroyed something that they created. Ain't that a damn shame? Now, I'm going to bring up somebody here that you may not know. Now, this brother is absolutely amazing. He has over 100 patents. And we are going to watch this here. Check this out. This guy right here is amazing. Now, he was inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. Now, here's the cool thing. He is the second person in the whole company of the Disney Company, right? And Walt Disney Imagineering. The first person posthumously, Walt Disney himself. Let's watch this.
Come on in. Hi, how are you? Hey, Lanny, great to see you.
Great to see you.
We heard about your upcoming induction into the National Inventors Hall of Fame, and we know you're very busy, but we just had to stop by and say congrats.
You know, that's great. Come on in. Come on in.
Thank you. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So this is where you quite literally make the magic.
This is exactly where the ideas are hatched and where we prove them out.
Wow. So wait, how did you even get started working in research and development?
You know, I've had a long career, 20 years with the Bell system, Bell Labs, Bell Communications Research, Telcordia, doing research for the telecommunications network. 25 years ago, I came here to Walt Disney Imagineering R&D, and I've been here for all that time, inventing and having fun.
Wow, so you've been here for quite a while, obviously. And
yes.
So what does being an Imagineer mean to you?
You know, being an Imagineer is using technology in service of making people happy. Come on, that's the world's greatest job.
You've invented quite a lot around here. Don't you have over like 100 patents?
Well, it's 106, but I won't quibble.
Are those some over there?
Yeah, come on over, take a look. So I've invented electromagnetic eyes for our animatronics to make the eye movement compact. The eye itself is doing all of the work. This goes a few years back, interactive zoetrope. We brought it up to date, making it so that talking into a microphone brings the characters on the zoetrope to life. This one's been well documented. You can see it on the internet as the interactive zoetrope. And yeah, and just some fun from the past.
Wow. Well, you got to have a favorite invention or two, right?
Well, yeah, let's bring it up to date. It's always the things that I've done most recently that I'm most excited about. And I've designed and created the most realistic, expandable, extendable lightsaber. And many of you may have seen it in our parks.
Well, you've left quite the mark, and now you're being inducted into the National Inventors Hall of Fame. How does that feel?
You know, it's an amazing honor. And for an inventor, it's incredible, and I'm humbled and excited.
Well, Walt is the only other Disney employee to receive this honor, and you're now the second. That has to be pretty special, huh?
You know, when I realized that Walt Disney himself was the only other person at our company that's received this honor, it caused really a lump in my throat. It's amazing. Walt and his accomplishments are incredible, and to follow even slightly in his footsteps, it's a wonderful honor.
Yeah. Hey, we heard there was something about a floor tile or something. What's that all about?
We call it the holotile floor, and it's a very special piece of technology. And you know what? I'd like to show it to you. Let's take a walk over, and we'll see the holotile floor.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
So this is the holotile.
It is. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to do a little demonstration of it. So I can walk on this omnidirectional floor in any direction I want.
I have ever seen.
It will automatically do whatever it needs to have me stay on the floor. And what's amazing about this is multiple people can be on it and all walking independently. They can walk in virtual reality and so many other things.
So where are you hoping this tech ends up?
You know, imagine a number of people being in a room, being able to be somewhere else collaboratively and moving around, doing sightseeing. Imagine theatrical stages that might have these embedded in them so that dancers can do amazing moves. Not me, but really good dancers. So there's just so many applications for this type of technology, and we don't know yet where it'll be used.
Well, it's official. I think you probably have one of the coolest jobs.
Yeah, I think you're right. It gives me an amazing opportunity to use these inventions that I've made in service of people having fun.
Well, Lanny, it's been great catching up with you. Thanks for showing us around.
Thank you, and come back soon.
He seems like that cool of a dude in real life. And congratulations to him. Very well deserved there for sure. So, of course, as we all know, one of the biggest things that Walt Disney Imagineering has done is audio animatronics, or audio animatronics. That's right, audio animatronics. Y'all remember when Walt Disney had that's where he was talking to Jose, the bird. Yes. So Imagineering is known for its development of IO animatronics, a form of robotics used in shows and theme park attractions that animate objects in 3D, three dimension. The idea originated from Walt Disney's fascination with a mechanical bird that he purchased in New Orleans, which later led to the development of the attraction, the Enchanted Tiki Room. The attraction, which featured singing audio animatronic birds, was the first use of this technology. In 1964's World's Fair, a 3D figure of Abraham Lincoln was represented. The animated Lincoln was delivered part of the Gettysburg Address for the great moments of Mr. Lincoln, exhibit the first human audio animatronic figure. Today, audio animatronics are featured in many attractions, including Pirates of the Caribbean, Haunted Mansion, The All Presidents, Country Bear Musical Jamboree, Star Wars Rise of the Resistance, and Tiana's Bayou Venture. Some audio animatronic figures can interact with park guests, such as Mr. Tailhead at Toy Story Mania. Then Wedway is a people mover system using linear induction motor LIM technology to propel vehicles along a pair of steel rails. This system was developed in the company's early years. So basically, the people mover, for those of you who don't know, this is what it is right here. So yeah, they had their own people mover that they were actually going to utilize, right? And apparently there is a people mover in Texas. So Disney is known all over, if I do say so myself. And then, of course, here are many of the projects developed here. Right here, Disney Adventure, right here. So this is a upcoming cruise ship there. Bluey's Best Day Ever, that's happening at Disneyland. World of Frozen, which no one asked for at all. No one asked for it. No one. Let me check my phone. Did anyone ask? No, my phone is even say Google said no one asked for that. Just like the Frozen sing-along at Disney's Hollywood Studios. No one asked for that. No one asked for Frozen Ever After in Norway. It should have been a Norway company to showcase what Norway's about, because that's what World Showcase is. Idina Menzel, Kristen Bell, wonderful women. I do not hate them. The movie, it exists. It's a part of the universe. Florentin is the grand marshal of it. If you go against Florentin, hell will come upon you. But then again, I'm the greatest of all time. So, it is what it is. So, but yes, World of Frozen, it's opening. Disney Adventure World, Adventure Way, Rock and Roller Coaster starting the Muppets. The Walt Disney Studios lot, Level 99, Disney Springs, Up attraction at Adventure World, Tropical Americas, Disney Lakeshore Lodge, Avengers Infinity Defense, Stark Flight Lab, Coco, Avatar Area, Lion King Area, Monstropolis, Arista Villains Land, Piston Peak National Park, and Disneyland Abu Dhabi. Other projects, former creative director John Hench designed the Tower of Nations for the opening and closing ceremony for the 1960 Winter Olympics, which enlisted Walt Disney to serve as pageantry committee chairman. Imagineering has collaborated with Disney Consumer Products on a number of projects for Disney stores. The first store in Glendale was designed and constructed by a group of architectural Imagineers. Imagineering developed the now defunct Walt Disney Gallery at the Main Place Mall in Santa Clarita, California, a Roman-themed Disney store at the Forum Shops at Caesars in Las Vegas. Oh, I bet you that was amazing. After the purchase of the Disney stores by the Children's Place in 2004, Imagineering helped us design an exclusive flagship store chain of flagship stores called the World of Disney. These are located in resorts in Lake Buena Florida and Anaheim, California, as well as New York City. Another flagship store arrived at Disneyland Paris. An overhaul of Disney stores was planned in 2009 with the help of Steve Jobs. Disney hopes to transition from a retail model to an interactive entertainment hub. And then, of course, Club Disney, an interactive family center, was the first one was in Thousand Oaks, California. Although closed, it was the first of several location-based LBE venues. And then, of course, Disney Quest, as we all know. Yes, indeed, they had one in Florida, and then another one in Chicago. And then, of course, the design and construction of the ships, the Disney Dream and the Fantasy. They also helped design exhibitions for the Archie Museum of Western Heritage in Los Angeles and developed the Encounter Restaurant, which is located at the top of the theme building in Los Angeles International Airport. So, moreover, they provide exhibits for Port Discovery, Children's Museum in Inner Harbor, Baltimore, Maryland, as well as the Below Deck Sound show depicting Blackbeard's final battle as a part of Pirate and Treasure Room in St. Augustine, Florida. From 1995 to 1997, Imagineering oversaw the renovation of New Amsterdam Theater in New York City. And then Imagineering also remodeled the Times Square Studios in New York City in 1996, where GMA should be. Okay. Des Moines, America. In 1997, Disney purchased the California Angels and renamed the team to the Anaheim Angels. Shortly after, Imagineering renovated the Anaheim Stadium. Yeah. Imagineering worked with a charity for inspiration and recognition of science and technology to create the first teaser video of the story, as well as the theming for the 2016 First Robotics competition, First Stronghold. So, a lot going on there. They also have offices at Disneyland Resort, Tokyo Disneyland, Hong Kong Disneyland, and even in Germany. Okay. Meyer with Paperberg, Germany. So that is where they do all the ships for Disney Cruise Lines, but there's field offices at Epcot and Hollywood Studios. But of course, you won't know where those buildings are because they are very inconspicuous. Okay. But yes, in the non-descriptive. So that is the history of Imagineering. Now, of course, do you really think that that we're just going to talk about Walt Disney Imagineering? So, we have been calling ourselves BFP Imagineering for a long time. And I just have a feeling, just a little tiny feeling, that maybe, I don't know. How would you bring the magic of what Walt Disney did back to the Disney parks without Walt Disney? Well, man. Should I say what's on my mind, or should I tease y'all a little more? Oh man, I think I've talked your ear off long enough. I think I have. Let me get this up. Now, this picture right here. Let me open up this image right here. Now, this picture right here. This is a very important picture. Now, Phil said that they are working with, they're working around the world. Now, we do know Disney parks are around the world, right? We do know this. That is correct. Now, this is not Kate Middleton, but, she looks as beautiful as Kate Middleton. They are in a non-descriptive building. But, I wonder, where did those color hats come from? I don't know. Let me see something. Maybe I don't know. Could see something. Let's see here. I wonder something. I just wonder something. Give me a moment, y'all. Now, Mickey and Minnie, what are y'all doing here? We're live. Oh, wait a minute. This is the iridescent color. Oh, my God. For the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. Mickey and Minnie, you're right. You're right. Wait, Mickey, you have something that you want to say? You have something that you want to say, sir? Okay, all right. Mickey wants to say something real quick. Give me a moment. The man is Disney. Okay, so the man is Disney. So just he wants to just Mickey. Good to see you. Oh, you want me to zoom out of your face? Okay, all right. You're saying that I should quit teasing the people and just say what I need to say. Oh, okay, Mickey. Listen, it's called a show. Okay, I've teased Florentin and Phil and everybody, for the past couple of days that maybe it could be something, maybe not. I don't know. Just show the picture. Okay, I mean, I'll show the picture. I don't mind because this is no skin off my back. Okay, Mick. Okay, so okay, fine. I will show a picture. Fine. Good Lord Jesus, Mickey. Does he not know what show business is all about? Okay, good Lord Jesus. Just give me a moment. Jesus Christ. Just okay. So. Give me a moment, y'all. I can't believe Mickey's telling me what to do on my live stream. This don't make no damn sense. Like, for real. Let's go and get to it, Mickey. Good Lord. Okay, so I'm guessing that you want me to talk about this color right here, right? This iridescent color right here, this color. Okay, fine. I'll bring it up. Okay. So this iridescent color is the color of the hats. Okay, so if you know Imagineering, let me bring up the Imagineering hats. Good Lord, Mickey, I don't know why I gotta do this. Like, it's really not your business, okay? It's really not your business. It's just not. It's not. It's just not. Okay, I'm trying here. Okay, so this is a Imagineering hat, everybody. I will just show you this. Okay, so this is what an Imagineering hat looks like. Okay, you have Sorcerer Mickey on the hats. Okay, and then this is, another angle of that hat, and then of course, another so there's the Imagineer, and then here's somebody's name on it. So you're probably wondering, Braylon, what are you doing? Why all of this, Bray? I'm so glad you asked. No, not yet. Nope. Now I am about to do it. Okay. All right. So, Mickey, you're right. I've been teasing them long enough. I said nothing was going to happen from this live and everything else. And so I think it's about time that I just showed them what was going on. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Below is a studio-ready concept framework for a new Disney division designed to sit between a tragedy, fandom, and imagination, focused on what should exist and not just how to build it. Walt Disney Creative Engineering, baby. Ha! I gotcha. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Gotcha. I gotcha. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I gotcha. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yes. Uh-huh. Oh, man, I got y'all good. Oh, I got you good. First of all, I'm just going to take some applause for myself. And by the way, that castle looked beautiful, okay? Listen, it was very nice. And not to mention, too, it was a nice color. Like y'all didn't like the birthday cake. You didn't like this, like, so what? Y'all just like it bland and boring now. I'm not saying blue is boring. I love blue. It's my favorite color. But like, come on now. Like, and look, let me take this down for a minute. Okay, let me take this down. Because look at this. Look at this right here. So y'all are cool with projections, right? Y'all are cool with projections and everything else. But God forbid they do a color like that, then y'all just, oh, I don't like it. Take it down. Thank God the castle's being fixed. Good damn, what's wrong with you people? Now, let's get back. No, there was no clues, Florentin. Nope, there was no clues, good sir. Y'all did not solve it, okay? I got you good. All right? I got you good. Now, let's get into Walt Disney Creative Engineering. Lake Nona wasn't a hint. I didn't hint about Lake Nona. I did not hint about that. I did not hint about that at all. Y'all had no idea that this was the thing that I was going to pitch to y'all. Okay? The 50th castle grew on me. I loved it. I never experienced the castle up close any other color. See? And you will find out what the hat will look like. And is there a logo? Maybe not. But we'll listen. We'll get to that. Okay. Let's just talk. Okay. So Walt Disney Creative Engineering, the division that believes engineers, belief, relevance, and renaissance. Parent organization of Walt Disney Company, creative partner division, Walt Disney Imagineering. So what is creative engineering? Walt Disney Creative Engineering is a creative intelligence division dedicated to identifying the right intellectual properties, IPs, determining where, when, and how they should live within Disney, validating emotional relevance, cultural timing, park viability, serving as a creative filter and green light engine for the Disney parks and the company at large. This is not technical engineering. This is creative engineering, the art and science of deciding what deserves to be built. Core mission: to engineer ideas, intellectual properties, and experiences that emotionally resonate with guests, scale globally, and belong authentically inside Disney, especially within Disney parks worldwide. The primary focus: Disney parks worldwide, main priority. Creative engineering exists to support and elevate Disney parks and Disney experiences with a sharp focus on lands, attractions, seasonal overlays, festivals, and live events, hotel, resort, storytelling, interactive, and social first park moments. What creative engineering actually does: internal intellectual property mining inside Disney. Creative engineering audits Disney's vast IP vault to answer which IPs are underutilized and mispositioned, which IPs resonate deeply with fans but lacks a park presence, which legacy or niche IPs could thrive with modern reinterpretation, or which Disney Plus or film properties are park ready versus screen only. Now, creative engineering, can also give suggestions for new TV shows and new movies as well, but we're just talking about the parks right now, okay? Outcome: clear recommendations on greenlight, reimagine, hold, and sunset. External IP discovery outside Disney Creative Engineering actively scouts indie films and animation, gaming worlds, comics and graphic novels, book and young adult franchises, cultural phenomena, music, sports, internet native fandoms, all evaluate through one core question: does this IP feel like it belongs at Disney Park, and will guests emotionally connect to it? This is where Disney finds the next Pirates, the next adventure scale partnership, the unexpected cultural crossover that feels inevitable. Imagineering, validation and consulting. Creative engineering acts as a creative mirror, creates a creative mirror rather. So think about my hat right there. Think about, this mirror, right? So Imagineering's here, creative engineering is here. So it's a mirror of, hey guys, what do you think? Oh, okay, well, we need to take this and, dive deeper, right? Where original ideas emerge from Walt Disney Imagineering, creative engineering provides cultural relevance analysis, audience emotional testing, fandom and generational pulse checks, IP adjacency research inside and outside Disney. Each idea is placed into one of four paths: green light and accelerate, refine and strengthen, hold for timing, pause pending validation. This ensures bold ideas aren't killed too early, weak ideas don't advance too far, and every concept earns its place. creative engineering visual identity. The hard hats, a symbol of creative construction, iridescent gold, shimmering pearlescent blend of pastel blues, soft pinks, streaming purples, heavily accented metallic gold trim, meaning the imagination is under construction, the magic is being engineered, ideas are being tested, not rushed. Now, I do have a picture for you all. Are you ready? Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Because you're going to want this hat. And Disney, you're going to want to make this division, because I'm just going to say this now. The maroon hats are cool, but like right here, are we really playing around here? I mean, come on. I mean, yeah, that is gold on. Yes, that's gold trim on the hat. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a very nice hat. Yes. I told you about new Imagineering strategy. How, Sway? How? I had a birthday cake castle on new strategy for the company. I had two, but just one day, Phil, for a few seconds, baby. I love the name. What's going on? 50th Imagineering. Is this not a nice hat? Okay, now I don't know about you, but yes, we would be better than Imagineering. We have the more cooler hats. Okay, all right. So that is the official hat for Walt Disney Creative Engineering. Okay, so it wouldn't just be people with maroon hats in the parks. It would be people with the iridescent hats. Okay, yes, the color is staying. Let's continue. Okay, now. Organizational role, creative engineering sits between between Imagineering, studios for strategy and consumer insights, above trend chasing, below raw imagination, at exact point where possibility needs proof. Doesn't replace Imagineering, it empowers it. Give me one moment. Oh man, this was so good. This was so motherfucking good. Oh man, this was so good. Okay, that's fine. That's all good. Okay, let's continue. All right. Decision-making philosophy. Every IP or idea is evaluated from 5 lenses. Number 5, Disney DNA. Does it feel authentically Disney? Number 4, global scalability. Works worldwide. Park translation. Can this live physically? Cultural timing. Is now the moment. Emotional resonance. Will guests feel something? North Star. Creative engineering ensures Disney doesn't just build what it can, it builds what matters. It protects the magic by validating it, amplifies imagination by challenging it, and keeps Disney parks mostly relevant for generations. So, if you want to look at it from this perspective of Imagineering is Roy Disney and creative engineering is Walt Disney, there it is. We got them back in a way. So there you go. Yes, indeed. But there is more. So here it is here. So this is a cohesive, executive-ready, studio-grade package for Walt Disney Creative Engineering, designed to feel like it has always belonged inside Disney. Walt Disney Creative Engineering what belongs to a division of the Walt Disney Company, and create partnership with Walt Disney Imagineering. Primary focus, Disney Parks Worldwide. Executive purpose, Walt Disney Creative Engineering exists to answer the most important question before anything is built. Should this exist and does it belong to Disney? This division engineers creative certainty by validating intellectual properties, original concepts, cultural relevance, emotional resonance, and park viability before capital, time, or creative resources are committed. What makes creative engineering different? This is not technical engineering. This is creative engineering. Creative engineering operates at the intersection of fandom, culture, story, emotion, business, parks reality, but also too I would say, um, different points of view, perspective rather. And I say that because how one person had childhood may be different than how somebody else had childhood. So somebody could have a imaginary friend that is like, why do you have this imaginary friend? But through that story, they learn how to grow up and how to stand up for themselves. So perspective, I would say, also operates at theirs. I would say that creative engineering operates at the intersection of perspective as well. It does not design rides, it designs the confidence in the idea, organizational structure. Core departments: number one, intellectual property discovery and curation, internal and external IP intelligence. Responsibilities: audit underutilized Disney intellectual property, identify intellectual properties without park presence, scout external intellectual properties, film, gaming, books, culture, evaluate licensing versus acquisition opportunities, output quarterly IP opportunity slate, park readiness scorecards, global relevance assessments. Number two, creative validation lab, emotional truth department responsibilities, emotional testing, generational relevance checks, cultural timing analysis, fandom intensity measurement, methods, fan panels, social listening, cultural ethnography, park guest behavior analysis. There may be a Zoom group where we have creative engineer panelists, right? That we go to the fandom, about 100 people, we show them stuff that got signed an NDA, but they can say, "Oh, I like this," and they give their reasons why, and then we take the data and the analysis from the fan panels, the fan, virtual groups, and take that over to Imagineering. Output pulse reports, emotional heat maps, goal, refine, and hold recommendations. Number three, Imagineering consulting and critique, creative engineering, Imagineering bridge. Responsibilities: review original Imagineering concepts, stress test story logic, emotional clarity, identify adjacent IP support or conflict, protect bold ideas while preventing misfires, outcome paths, green light and accelerate, refine and strengthen, hold for timing, pause for validation. This ensures imagination is respected, not rushed. Number four, parks integration strategy, from idea to earth. Responsibilities: translate ideas into physical world feasibility, identify best park land and resort fit, determine seasonal versus permanent viability, support long-term master planning, output park placement strategies, global rollout potential, phase activation plans. Number five, future casting and cultural foresight, what guests will care about. Responsibilities: tracking emerging fandoms, identify generational shifts, forecast 5 to 15-year cultural relevance, prevent trend chasing mistakes. Output: future IP watch lists, too early right time, too late dashboards. Visual identity system, the creative engineering hard hat, color iridescent gold, a shimmering pearlescent blend of pastels, pastel blues, soft pinks, streaky purples, heavily accented with metallic gold symbolism. Ideas on construction, magic being engineered, creativity with intention, insignia, stylized C plus gear cast silhouette, gold foil logo, minimalist, modern Disney aesthetic. Logo concept, icon, half gear, half spark, negative space castle spire, subtle hidden Mickey geometry, typography, custom serif, inspired by Walt era lettering, modernized for future forward clarity, tagline, engineering what belongs, where imagination gets its compass before the magic is built. So, did you think that I had a hat without a logo? What do we do around here, guys? Like, come on now. This is what I do. So let me show the hat again before I show the logo. Because if you thought the hat was something, oh my God, are y'all ready for this? This is the logo. Okay, it's premiering right from the space, right here, and right now. Oh my Lord. Listen, I'm going to applaud myself for the creation of this live. This live is so good. Two more times. Just go right at that. Oh my Lord, the logo is just fire. Just one more time. Oh my God. Now listen, obviously, this is not a real division at Disney. However, if it was, there will be a lot of people wanting to apply. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all take in the logo for a few moments here. So I check my phone to see if there's any updates here. Oh my God. Let's see here. Maybe remove the G. Where's the G? There's no G. It's a C. Oh, creative. Well, no, that the G has to be there because it's engineering creative. So creative engineering. So no, the G has to stay. Yeah, I'm not getting why you're saying that. Oh, you're just joking. Okay. But yes, this is the logo. Creative Engineering, the architects of imagination. So if you are a creative engineer, of course, this is your logo for your division. And then, of course, this is your hat there. So, Mickey, don't be envious. Okay, wait. Okay, Mickey wants to come back on screen for a minute. Good Lord Jesus. Mickey, really, you okay, fine, Mickey, fine. Just give me a moment, y'all. I'm so sorry. God, Mickey, I know, bro. I know. It's cooler than what Walt Disney Imagineering has. I know. Just I don't know what you want me to do, Mickey. I don't know what you want me to do. Give me a moment. Yes, Mickey. What you want me to do? Listen. Don't look at me like that. No, Mickey. No, Mickey. No. We're not doing this. No. Now you the one who told me to tell these people about creative engineering. Okay. Now I can't help that the logo looks better than Walt Disney Imagineering. I can't help that. Okay, sir. Now, okay. You want me to pull up Walt Disney Imagineering? Okay, I got you. Give me a moment. So here's Walt Disney Imagineering's logo right here. Okay, now this is the logo right here. Very nice, very cutesy, very mindful, very demure. Okay, Mickey. All right. And here's creative engineering. I'm sorry, Mickey. I am sorry. I think this logo looks better. Okay. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, huh? Okay. I mean, listen. I mean, when we go to Walt Disney, I mean, look at the man right there in bronze, right? And then you have the colors here. So like, yeah, you see it, right? So it is what it is. Okay. So this is Walt Disney Imagineering's website here. Ciao. I told you I was gonna get you good tonight. Oh my God. And this is the timeline of Walt Disney Imagineering here. So yeah, a very full timeline of the greatness that is Walt Disney. So 1965, 1966, 1967, 71. I mean, it just keeps going on and on and on. All these accomplishments, man. 1981, 1982, 1983, 1986, 1997, 1989, 1990, 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994. Okay. We got 1995, 1996, 97, 98, 99, 2000, the new millennium, right there. You have Disney's California Adventure there in 2002, 2003, 2005, 2012, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, and then for years to come, right? So, So yeah. Oh man, I got y'all good on this one. I really did. I got y'all very, very good on this one. And there's Duffy. We love Duffy over here. We're a Duffy Stand channel. But you see Runaway, Whirlaway, Smuggler's Run, Pandora. Of course, Tiana's Bayou Adventure there. Adventures Campus, Duffy and Friends, of course. Then this is Pirates of the Caribbean, The Battle for Sunken Treasure, The Enchanted Storybook Castle with a moat, the Disney Resorts there, of course, and then live entertainment. Okay. By the way, can I just ask, how can a snowman like summer and he melts? Can somebody answer that for me? Oh, that's right, because nobody asked for that. Okay, moving on. Our process. Olaf is like, Braylon just needs a hug. So here is Blue Sky. Then they got the concept, then the feasibility, then the design, then production, then installation, then opening day. Okay, so that's the process. Oh my God, I love our damn show. And then the impact, everybody. Yes, indeed. Oh my God. Oh, the motley crew that we are, ladies and gentlemen, the motley crew. And so they have Disney's team of heroes. So they, so this is a part of their Disney Heroes initiatives. Imagineers are proud to work with Texas Children's Hospital in Houston to reimagine the hospital experience. So the team partnered with the Enterprise Social Responsibility team, child life experts, doctors, nurses, and patients, as well as talent across Disney to develop a range of experiences to help reduce anxiety that often accompanies a hospital visit. So they redesigned the patient rooms and gathering spaces to create a sense of warmth and inspiration to your patients and the loved ones with magical installations. They use virtual augmented reality to help design experiences that can help families make memories while bringing stories to life through the new Disney Team of Heroes app. In addition to gameplay, media, character interactions, the app also unlocks new ways to build meaningful, empowering connections with caregivers, hospital staff, while ensuring patients always have familiar friends along their journey. So they did all this at this hospital, which shout out to Disney for using their gift there. And then, of course, for inspirational recognition of science and technology, of course, getting kids into robotics. Yes, indeed, there. Girls Who Code. So shout out to them for allowing those, for investing in women who want to code and make it do what it do. And of course, Imagineering in a box. So we talked about all that there. All right, let's get back to our show here. Yes, indeed. All right. So you guys got to see the logo, everything else. So year one roadmap. Foundation, assemble creative engineering leadership, finalize decision frameworks, launch internal IP audit. Quarter two, discovery, present first internal slate, launch external IP scouting. So present first internal IP slate, launch external IP scouting, begin Imagineering consulting pipeline, 3 validation, pilot creative validation labs, deliver first green light and hold rulings, integrate park planning teams. Quarter 4, impact green light 2 to 3 major work initiatives, publish a creative engineering annual report, establish creative engineering as a required checkpoint, decision framework, the 5 lenses, emotional renaissance, do guest care, cultural timing, why now, part translation, can live physically, global scalability, works worldwide, Disney DNA, feels authentically Disney, example, case studies, internal IP example, underused anime property, high nostalgia, strong music, minimal park presence, creative decision, refine, reintroduce for seasonal overlay, test before permanent land, external example, beloved gaming franchise, massive fandom, strong visible identity, themed worlds, creative engineering decision, validate emotional tone, assess DNA, Disney DNA alignment, pilot limited time experience, original Imagineering concept, entirely new park mythology, creative engineering decision, emotional testing confirms renaissance, adjacent IP research supports originality, green light phase development. Right here, so this is the internal Disney memo. Today, we are proud to introduce Walt Disney Creative Engineering, a new division dedicated to ensuring the ideas we bring to life across Disney parks and experiences are mostly resonant, culturally relevant, authentically Disney. Creative Engineering will work in close partnership with Imagineering studios and parks to validate intellectual properties and original concepts before they are built, both protecting imagination and investment. This division helps Disney to continue doing what it does best, creating experiences that matter. North Star Creative Engineering ensures Disney doesn't just build what it can, it builds what should exist. It protects imagination, it challenges assumptions, and it engineers beliefs. So here's the press release. The Walt Disney Company today announced the launch of Walt Disney Creative Engineering, a new division focused on identifying, validating, and engineering the intellectual properties and original ideas that will shape the future of Disney parks and experiences around the world. Walt Disney Creative Engineering is designed to operate at the intersection of creativity, culture, and strategy, ensuring that ideas brought to life across Disney's global portfolio are mostly resonant, culturally relevant, authentically Disney. Creative Engineering helps to answer one central question before anything is built, said company spokesperson. Should this exist, and does it truly belong at Disney? Engineering what belongs. Unlike traditional engineering disciplines, creative engineering focuses on creative engineering, the thoughtful evaluation of intellectual properties, original concepts, and cultural relevance to determine what ideas should move forward, be refined, or be paused. This division will utilize and emerging intellectual properties for Disney, scour and evaluate select intellectual properties outside Disney for potential partnership or development, collaborate closely with Walt Disney Imagineering to consult on and validate original concepts, assess emotional connection, cultural timing, and global park viability, support long-term plan for Disney parks and experiences worldwide. Creative Engineering does not replace Imagineering or creative development teams. Instead, acts as a strategic creative filter, protecting bold imagination while ensuring clarity, confidence, and alignment before major investments are made. Creative partner to Imagineering as part of its mission. Creative Engineering will serve as a consultant and critique partner to Walt Disney Imagineering, providing research, arts, insight, cultural validation for original ideas. Concepts reviewed by Creative Engineering may be green-lit, accelerated, refined, and strengthened, held for future timing, pause pending additional validation. This collaborative process ensures that innovative ideas are nurtured responsibly while maintaining Disney's commitment to quality storytelling as connection. A distinct visual identity. Creative Engineering team members will be identified by signature hard hats in iridescent gold, a shimmering pearlescent blend of pastel blues, pinks, and purples, accented with metallic gold. The design symbolizes imagination under construction and the thoughtful craftsmanship behind every Disney experience. Looking to the future by combining creative insight, cultural foresight, and strategic evaluation, Walt Disney Creative Engineering reinforces Disney's legacy by building experiences that matter for today and generations to come. Disney has always been best with Imagineering and intention work hand in hand. The spokesperson added, Creative Engineering ensures that what we bring to life in our parks and around the world truly earns its place. Now, here is a D23 facing announcement. A message to Disney fans introducing Walt Disney Creative Engineering. Today, the Walt Disney Company is excited to share something new, something built not just for imagination but intention. We are proud to introduce Walt Disney Creative Engineering, a new Disney division dedicated to shaping the future of Disney parks and experiences around the world. So what is Creative Engineering? Creative Engineering is all about asking the big question before the magic gets built. Does this idea truly belong, and will fans feel it in their hearts? This new team focuses on discovering, exploring, validating the stories, worlds, ideas that could one day become a part of Disney parks. Sometimes that means uncovering Disney stories you already love in exciting new ways. Other times it means exploring bold, unexpected ideas from outside Disney that feels destined to become a part of the Disney family. Working hand in hand with Imagineering, Creative Engineering works closely with the dreamers and builders at Walt Disney Imagineering, the team behind the attraction, plans, and experiences fans cherish. When Imagineers dream up brand new ideas, Creative Engineering helps test those ideas through the lens of fan connection, emotional storytelling, cultural relevance, global park possibilities. This process helps ensure that the most powerful ideas grow stronger, shine brighter, and arrive at the right moment. What this means for Disney Parks fans, for fans of Disney Parks around the world, Creative Engineering means more thoughtful storytelling, deeper emotional connections, experiences that feel timeless and timely, big swings that truly earn their place. Not every idea moves forward right away, but every idea is cared for, challenged, and protected. Give it a moment, y'all. Okay, here we go. Come on now. Come on now. Okay, there we go. All right, I was about to say. Okay. Imagination under construction. You may spot creative engineering team members wearing shimmering iridescent gold hard hats blending soft blues, pinks, purples, and radiant gold. The hats represent the simple truth. The magic you love is always under construction. Looking ahead, Disney parks have always been places where stories come to life and memories are made. With the launch of Walt Disney Creative Engineering, Disney is reaffirming its promise to fans everywhere to build experiences that matter, to honor what you love, and to imagine what comes next together. Because before the magic is built, is carefully dreamed. So then, of course, a live stage script here. Good afternoon, D23. Every attraction you've ever loved. By the way, a slow montage of Disney Parks moments past and present. Orchestra music swells, hopeful classic Disney tone. The house lights dim. Every attraction you ever loved, every land you ever explored, every moment that made you stop, smile, or tear up at Disney Park, all start with one simple question: what if? At the Walt Disney Company, we ask that question every day, but today we want to tell you about a new team whose entire job is to ask a very specific version of it. Does this idea truly belong at Disney? Will fans feel it in their hearts? And then, of course, the logo will show up. Walt Disney Creative Engineering, applause. Was Creative Engineering. Creative Engineering is a brand new Disney division dedicated to shaping the future of Disney parks and experiences around the world. It's not just about building rides. It's not just about blueprints or boats. It's about engineering imagination. Before the magic gets built, this team asks, does the story matter? Will it connect to fans emotionally? Is this the right idea right now? On-screen concept are fans reacting park moments. Sometimes that means finding new ways to bring Disney stories you already love into our parks. Other times it means discovering bold and unexpected ideas, even from outside Disney, that feel like they were always meant to be a part of our world. Imagineering partnership. Host Creative Engineering works hand in hand with the dreamers and builders at Walt Disney Imagineering. When Imagineers dream up something new, Creative Engineering help test it through fan insight, cultural storytelling, and emotional connection to make sure the strongest ideas shine even brighter. And I know what you're thinking. Well, if I'm a D23 member, can I, come to Walt Disney Creative Engineering and give feedback? Yes, that will be a perk if you are a D23 member. But the division doesn't exist, and so therefore you can't have it as a perk. But hey, it's a thought. So what this means for fans, hosts, so what does this mean for you, our Disney fans? It means experiences that feel more meaningful, more connected, more timeless and timely. It means big ideas are protected, not rushed. It means that when something finally arrives in a Disney park, it's earned its place. Hard hat moment. If you ever spot a shimmering hard hat around the parks, this hat right here, pastel blues, soft pinks, dreamy purples, accented radiant gold. That means imagination is officially under construction. Closing moment. Disney parks have always been places where stories come to life, where memories are made, where imagination feels real. With the launch of Walt Disney Creative Engineering, we're making a promise to you to honor what you love, listen to what you feel, and to imagine what comes next together, because before the magic gets built, it's carefully dreamed. Thank you, D23. And of course, right here, please welcome right here, Disney legend, storytelling Imagineer, or before that, D23. Before we go any further, we want to bring out someone who knows exactly what it takes to turn imagination something you can walk into, stand inside forever. Please welcome Disney legend, master storyteller, Imagineer, Joe Rohde. So imagine Joe Rohde is announcing this, right? Oh my God. Joe Rohde, thank you so much. Thank you so much. People often think Imagineering starts with steel or concrete, but it doesn't. It starts with a question. Host nods, and that question is exactly why I want to create something new. Host Joe, when you were creating places like Animal Kingdom, Pandora, and some of the most emotionally immersive environments Disney has ever built, what mattered before anything else was designed? What mattered most was belief. Does the story deserve to exist? Will guests believe it? Will it respect their intelligence, their emotions, their curiosity? Creative Engineering exists to protect that moment before an idea becomes a commitment. That's right. Creative Engineering works alongside the incredible teams at Walt Disney Imagineering to help ideas grow strong before they're built. It's not about saying no. It's about saying, let's make this right. On screen, iridescent gold hard hat. And yes, the hats are real. Joe Rohde laughs. Trust me, if you see one of those hats, it means something interesting is happening. D23, please thank Joe Rody. And now let's talk about what you want to know. And then, of course, a post-fan Q&A script. We want to save time for something very important, your question, because Creative Engineering exists for fans, not just ideas. Number one, question one, does this mean Disney is done creating original ideas and will only focus on IP? Absolutely not. In fact, Creative Engineering protects original ideas and helps make sure new stories are understood, validated, and supported, not rushed or misunderstood. Some of Disney's most beloved experiences start completely as original worlds. Question two, will Creative Engineering bring more underread or forgotten Disney stories into the parks? Yes, and thoughtfully. Creative Engineering looks at why fans love certain stories, not just how famous they are. Sometimes the quietest fandoms are the most passionate. Fan three, does this mean Disney might work with outside franchises? Joe Rody, only when it feels authentic. The question is never, is this popular? It's always, does this belong here emotionally and creatively? Question four, fun beat. How can fans tell what Creative Engineering is involved? Host smile, you'll feel the storytelling will feel intentional, the worlds feel lived in, and sometimes you might spot a shimmering gold hard hat. And there might be a meet a Creative Engineer where, let's just say, hey, we're thinking of this concept. What are some of your ideas? So imagine that being a panel at D23. Creative Engineering presents ideas as like, all right, any fans got any opinions? Okay, yes, you right there with the blue shirt. Well, what about this, and that? So yes, so fans will be a part of it for sure. Q&A closed. Creative Engineering is about listening to culture, storytellers, most importantly you. On behalf of the Walt Disney Company, thank you for dreaming with us. And then, of course, there's a 60-minute one. Oh, I did not play about this. Slow montage apart, moments, subtle text fades. Every story begins somewhere before the magic is built. What if? So short emotional monologue. The first time guests fell in love for Disney Park. However, experience began as an idea. The power of what if. Then the big announcement. All the key talking points. Creative Engineering, what it is, why it exists now, how it protects imagination of fans. Host explains finding IPs inside Disney that deserve more love, exploring outside stories that feel Disney at heart, helping ideas grow before they're built. Fan-friendly language, no corporate jargon, motion first, story match, performance of Disney. Then the co-presenter intro, Joe Rody. Then imagination under construction, the hat reveal. Then, of course, 2 to 3 quick vignettes, a beloved Disney story reconsidered. Why fans care, how Creative Engineering evaluates it, a bold idea, how originality is protected, what time it matters, an outside story that fills Disney emotional fit or popularity, ask the dreamers, pre-selected questions, the promise, finale script, finale and send-off, post-panel activations, Creative Engineering hard hat photo off, exclusive D23 panel print, and then QR code to D23 blog, deep dive, social, hashtag reveal. While this works, zero spoilers, maximum trust, makes fans feel included, establishes Creative Engineering as canon, feels timely, not trendy. Then, of course, a 90-minute version, immersive pre-show experience, the what if, post monologue, the big reveal, Creative Engineering deep dive, Imagineering imagination and construction moments, extended case studies, why this matters, mini focus panel, extended Q&A, promise and finale. Now, one thing to know, 2 things for sure. Destination D23 has not been what it needs to be. I remember watching, what was it? I remember it was probably at Disney that said that she didn't feel like Destination D23 was where it needed to be because it really wasn't a lot of updates, right? It was more about shopping, this, that, and third. Well, under this, Destination D23 will be a Walt Disney Creative Engineering and fan-focused event, okay? So they will take the lead, which means you will see Walt Disney Imagineering at D23, okay? So right here, Destination D23, Engineering the Magic, Below is a complete canon raid concept for turning Destination D23 into a Walt Disney Imagineering fan-focused event designed to feel intimate, prestigious, and deeply respectful of Disney fandom while remaining spoiler safe. So the event purpose, Destination D23 Engineering the Magic, is a story-first fan-forward experience designed to pull back the curtain, not on spoilers, but on process. So this is in partnership with Walt Disney Imagineering, but curated by Walt Disney Imagineering. This event is about how Disney listens to fans, how ideas are tested and protected, how IP are placed in the parks, while some ideas wait, and why that matters. This is the why behind the magic. Promise to core fans, you won't just hear announcements, you'll understand how Disney decides what belongs. 3 days, audience, Disney D23 Gold members, but honestly, the free members as well can come to this, because I feel like every D23 member would so be here for this. That the creative side will be in Florida and then the big announcements will be out in California. That makes a lot of sense to me. Intimate, respectful, insightful, celebratory. That's the tone. No spoilers, no sizzle reels, all substance. Event pillars, creative engineering, transparency, understanding how Disney evaluates ideas, IP, and emotional resonance. Fan voice recognition, fans as collaborators, not spectators. Imagineering respect, honoring process, patience, and craft. Global parks perspective. Think beyond one park, one country, one fandom. 3-day program. Day 1, the question. Opening keynote. Walt Disney Creative Engineering, engineering what belongs, why creative engineering exists, how fan emotion is measured, by popularity, over park viability. Featured participants, creative engineering leadership, senior Imagineer, D23 council rep. So there's a fan council, okay? Panel, inside versus outside IP, underused Disney stories when outside stories feel Disney, why restraint matters, fan Q&A included, validation lab, fans break into small groups and evaluate a fictional IP using creative engineering's 5-lens framework. Day 2, the process, how ideas feel real, how ideas become real, rather. Warning session from thought to threshold, how ideas are born, why some ideas stall, how timing changes everything, Imagineering and creative engineering. Topics, protecting originality, avoid trend chasing, respecting fan intelligence. Exhibition hall opens, imagination under construction, iridescent gold hard hats on display, concept sketches, not spoiler. Decision trees and emotional maps, fan note wall, what Disney story still lives with you. Evening event, ask the dreamers, and extended unscripted fan Q&A with Imagineers and creative engineering leaders. Day 3, the promise. Future is intentional. Panel, global parks, global fans, cultural relevance worldwide, why ideas evolve across regions, designing for generations. Workshop, you become the creative engineer. Fans work through a fictional scenario. Choose an IP, evaluate park fit, decide rather green light, refine, and hold. Closing keynote, before the magic is built. A reaffirmation of Disney's commitment to fans, story, craft, creations. Event visual identity, mini hard hat collectible, event print engineering. This event matters. This version of Destination D23 deepens trust with fans, elevates Disney's creative ability, makes fans feel heard, not marketed to, turns the process into storytelling. Closing thought, D23 engineering the magic. Isn't about what's coming next. It's about why Disney chooses carefully, and that's the real magic. So that is all of that. I know that was quite a lot. I do have one more surprise for y'all. Just one more. Because I feel like if we got Destination D23, a Walt Disney Creative Engineering, and a fan-driven event, I think that, you deserve some more Disney events, personally. That's what I believe. But hey, let's go for it. So, these events are not real. Destination D23 is, and and D23 is, right? But here it is here. So here it is right here. Here is a cohesive year-long Disney events calendar that strategically spaces each experience, builds momentum across fandoms, creators, and gamers, culminates with Disney Speedstorm Con as the crown jewel gaming event. So in February, Destination D23, a Walt Disney Creative Engineering fan-focused event. Audience core Disney fans, Imagineering enthusiasts, IP futurists, purpose blueprint the future of storytelling. Right here in IP, Walt Disney Creative Engineering showcases, IP incubation, acquisition. This is the key spotlights. Fan first focus, fan first concept reveals and experimental ideas. Early teases the gaming initiatives tied to Epic Mickey, Disney Dreamlight Valley, Kingdom Hearts, and Epic Games. While February sets the creative thesis for the entire Disney event year. Communicore Con. Now, I've joked about this before. Okay, I've joked about this before. Media, technology, entertainment, electronics, audience, tech fans, media professionals, super fans, future creators. Purpose, show how Disney communicates, distributes, and involves content. Key spotlights, Communicore stage, media, tech convergence, consumer electronics, and interactive entertainment demos, gaming and platform tech previews, Epic Games collaboration panels with Epic Games, while June aligns with summer innovation cycles and tech announcements. August, D23, the ultimate fan event. All fandoms worldwide. The audience is the flagship global celebration, the emotional centerpiece of the Disney brand year. Major Disney studios and park reveals, franchise celebrations across film, TV, parks, and games, headline game moments, Epic Mickey Legacy and Future, Kingdom Hearts Universe updates, Disney Dreamlight Valley expansions, Disney Epic Game partnership announcements, while August maximum global attention and fan travel window. This one is new. Okay, this one is new. So let's go back. So Communicore Con is new, and this one is new. The D23 Content Fluence Expo, the Disney Creator and Influencer Economy event. Creators, streamers, influencers, digital storytellers, purpose empower creators as Disney's next distribution engine. Key spotlights, creator monetization labs, live streaming and gaming content tracks, brands say fandom creation pipelines, Disney Speedstorm creator tournaments, qualifiers, Epic Games creator tools, and Unreal Engine sessions, while October perfect for career planning and brand deals in Q4 content. And then Disney Speedstorm Con, the crown jewel of Disney gaming events, the ultimate gaming showdown. On purpose, established Disney as a serious force in competitive gaming. Disney Speedstorm World Championships, global esports finals and creator showdowns, playable experience featuring Epic Mickey, Disney Dreamlight Valley, and Kingdom Hearts. Disney and Epic Games future gaming roadmap, live concerts, cosplay, fan celebrations, while December end the year with spectacle, competition, global streaming impact. So you have 5 events with Disney, okay? Unified outcomes, one continuous Disney narrative across the year, fans, creators, and gamers all fed in the same ecosystem, gaming elevated to equal footing with TV, film, and parks. Epic Games partnership positioned as foundational and not experimental. Woo! Okay, let's see here. Call the fire department. It's Fire G for engineering. Love the Castle Towers. It looks like the additional towers built during Fantasyland expansion. You're talking to Mickey. I was like, who Braylon saying my business to? I see it now that you mentioned it. Shakes head, LOL. So that is everything. I'm gonna turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for over an hour. Yes, we have. Woo, man, I gotta tell you something. I played like fiddle. I played y'all like fiddle. Y'all have no idea of what I had cooking up. So now you know why the hats are the hats. You know why that I mostly talked about Imagineering and the process and everything else. I really believe Walt Disney Creative Engineering really could help Disney get stable to where it needs to be. Because obviously Walt Disney Imagineering needs that second brain, obviously. So there it is right there. So, whew, man. So yes, indeed, my lord, my lord, my lord. I'll put back up the logo here for Creative Engineering. Yes, indeed. That was some fun. That was some fun. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed that. Yes, indeed. So yeah. Creative engineering is a thing, y'all. And that's what we do over here. We are creative engineers over here. So we are still BFP Imagineering. I just wanted to have a conversation with you guys to see if this could be something for Disney. Y'all know we are all about taking big swings in terms of content and concepts and ideas. And this is a big one. You know, I mean, you guys suspend your belief that this is not real. But I promise you, if this was, I believe a lot of people would be applying to Disney if they took everything from this live, note by note, beat by beat, melody by melody. I believe Disney would be a force to be reckoned with this division at the company. So yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Oh, man. Yes, it's needed a new balance. Right. So I'll drop the link so you guys can give your reactions. Now I can't stay long because I got a 90-day fiance review at 8:30. So I can't stay on long. But I do want to hear y'all thoughts overall. I know I threw a lot at y'all. But I truly believe that this one right here, this got some weight to it. I really believe this, that this potentially could really help Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and all the parks around the world. And I believe this could really help Disney as a company as well. So yes, indeed. So yes, indeed. So good stuff, good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Like I said, while I wait for Phil and Florentin to come up to give their live takes, we're just chillaxing, everybody. Like I said, I got one more live for y'all at 8:30 tonight. We're gonna be reviewing 90 Day Fiance, The Single Life. New episode. Can't wait to discuss all that with you guys because there is a lot to be discussed. Yeah, we're gonna be in for a good season with them. So yeah, gonna be in for a good season. So yep, like I said, y'all, I'll be up here for a little bit. Like I said, I can't stay on too long because I got the review at 8:30. So Florentin is in. Hello, good sir. How are you feeling? This was probably not what you were expecting at all, huh? I got y'all good. I got you good. I got y'all good.
Yeah, you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, you were starting to go. We were starting to go over Imagineering, the whole Walt Disney World Imagineering. And I was like, Is that what you're doing? You're going over the history of Disney?
It was a distraction the whole time. Although I will say it was cool to learn about the history and everything else, but it did set us up for where we are now with Walt Disney Creationeering. So yeah, that was the surprise. So you guys were right that something was coming, but what you weren't right about is, was it going to be this or not? So I got y'all good. I had to misdirect and, project and, deceive a little bit, but it was worth it though. I mean, look at what was created.
Well, I'm not very skilled at the Imagineering or strategy sector.
Well, that's why I wanted to come up with this vision for what we do. I do think we are creative engineers, for sure. So yeah, this division is for everybody else that you may not be a technical engineer, you may not know how to build and sculpt and shapes things rather, but you do know how to take a property and see what you can learn from it, how people can connect to it. The emotionality of engineering. So this is that division for everybody else. And this is the best way I could think of getting the Walt Disney energy back into the company. And I think this could really be something for Disney.
It's needed to be at Disney.
Say that a little bit louder, Phil. Say that a little bit louder.
Yeah, it's needed at Disney right now. I've heard several stories about how some people will have their way, set on a project or nerf it or God knows what, horror stories.
Yeah.
Probably how we got to this point today. Indefinitely. It's not maybe, it is. Actual correction.
Right. And not to mention too, like, can you imagine like Bricky being a creative engineer with the hard hat on in the park? Like, imagine how many content creators that they really dig deep into Disney being a creative engineer, and all of us are just going into work every day and doing what we do. And then it's like, all right, Braylon, Phil, Florentin, Bricky, whoever else, I need you guys to go to Disney World and be on the ground. Your creative engineering assignment is to go to Galaxy's Edge, and we're all wearing the hard hats and just going forth and like, okay, so in Star Wars Chapter 3, it was this, and that. What could fit over here that could relate to that? Like, to do that as a job, as a career, would be mind-blowing.
You know where offhand Disney's going to go? The people mover.
You sound a little far away, Phil.
Can you repeat that, Ken?
He's talking about your volume. So how is this? So this is an improvement from the current Walt Disney Imagineering? Or is this?
No, this is not replacing Imagineering. This is a complement to Imagineering. So basically what we do with, the concepts and everything else, we come up with what we come up with, and we give that to Imagineering as, additional help. And then Imagineering can come to creative engineering and say, okay, we have this original idea. Can you guys do the research of, is there any intellectual property within Disney and now Disney that can help us, see if we can pursue this further before we start going on the research trips and everything else. So it is the other half of the Roy Disney equation when it comes to engineering at Disney. So this is not replacing Walt Disney Imagineering now.
So that's why it's called Create.
Creative engineering, yes.
So basically, it's like they're the ones that make sure that it has the spirit. It has the spirit of Disney. It has the magic in it. It has the
correct. So let's just say that we took your Epcot hotel, right? And we put it through the creative engineering test, and is it emotionally there? Will people want to see it? This, that, and the third. And then it's like, okay, this is what we came up in creative engineering, Imagineering. What do you think? Is this something that y'all can do? So it's basically a tennis match that Imagineering and creative engineering will be doing every single day. So they'll be working in tandem and collaboration and in partnership with each other.
Oh, and that process is not happening right now?
No, I don't believe so.
Has a process like that happened in the past?
No. I don't believe so, no. Not to this extent.
So do you believe that this is necessary for the best?
I would not have lied to y'all for the last 2 days if I did not believe this was necessary for it.
Yeah, why am I asking if it's necessary when you put your heart in it?
There's a whole logo here, and then hang on, there's a whole hat here.
Oh my! Okay, I got my first funny moment. Got my first moment. There you go.
There's a whole hat here.
I guess no, I was thinking too much of the reality, and I was too much with the reality. And I'm like, if this is not happening now with Disney and the Disney company all these years, then maybe it's not necessary.
Well, I mean, when you have Epic Universe down the road, this might not be a bad solution to fix it.
Yeah. Speaking about that. Now, what's really interesting. Today on Vast Guy, he premiered his first on his new channel, his first live show, and they were discussing. Now, I had shared it was an article, but anyway, it seems that it's they were discussing about the Morrow and how he was saying that they go back to the drawing board, Imagineers. We need to make it bigger. We need to make it better. So, and then all across the media, all across the internet, they would put videos like, oh, is Joss gonna go darker with Bill and Zand, or is he? Now the thing is he doing that is he doing that to make it better, to make it Disney better, like in Japan, or is he doing that to go? We need to go darker. We need to go universal. It's just like it's two different directions. It depends, but I do think that maybe it's going better because Disney has to stay Disney. If you're really gonna go above and beyond what Disney normally is, then you should build another gate, another park, or you could put in Hollywood Studios, because Hollywood Studios for me is like more geared for teens and adults. If you're gonna put something really extreme in Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, I think with Villains Land, I think that they will probably do the same. Um, they'll probably have the same, process of let's create a village where all evil lives of Disney, and then blend the worlds together. I think that's probably the way that they will do, because they can't just do it off of one villain, right? Um, Now, of course, you could add, Disney's House of Villains. I think that would be interesting off of, the House of Mouse. That was a episode of that. But yeah, like I said, I think new CEO. Let's let him, prove himself. We don't know what's going to be, but I think the fact that this is a development. I think this goes to show, like, hey, Josh does have his own mindset. Phil, welcome in, good sir. Glad to have you here. What is your thoughts on what Florentin's talking about? Also, too, what do you think about creative engineering and everything in between?
Okay, I could hear you guys much clearer. It was like 50% before, which I figured maybe it was just the phone, because I'm referring to it now, and it's much louder now.
Yes, now we can hear you loud and clear now. So, what are your thoughts, good sir?
Going back to creativity, or creative engineers, whatever it is. We do need the checks and balances. Okay, that's basically what we are presenting here. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Correct.
That's just straightforward summary, just like the government has like checks and balances. Okay. Mm-hmm. So it's just like that.
Yes.
Very simplified. Braylon presented it line to line, like a textbook.
Yes.
This is what it does. This is how it works. Other than like someone who has seniority run tell somebody else to go take a walk.
Correct.
Or the boss has a favorability over somebody else. That's another way of putting it. Now to Florentin's point about I didn't watch that episode. It's now locked behind a membership door right now. If you're referring to it will go darker, or maybe you're referring to the one that Clownfish posted. Are you referring to Clownfish's video, Florentin?
Well, okay, so I was in
I
the
know
beginning
you
of
shared it to me, but I didn't watch it yet.
Oh, you're talking about the Vast Guy, his new live stream, this new live show.
Oh, he said it was darker.
No, the one that was darker was actually Clownfish TV.
Yes.
Is that the one that you said they put that episode behind the membership now?
No. Well, maybe no. The one that's behind the membership right now is was a show yesterday, which was on WDW Pro's show, where like talking about villains or something, and Josh tomorrow. Which it doesn't matter. I'll probably win the membership very soon. If I come back and comment in the chats again, I win memberships once in a while. It's, lucky me. But Braylon's must read my mind or read your and I's comments, Florentin, because I did mention to you about like, hey, wouldn't it be nice to have a house? Remember that movie you watched as a little kid, Florentin, or just before you were a teenager? Oh yeah, it was like House of Villains. How about we incorporate a House of Villains club in Villains Land?
Yeah.
Remember that conversation, Florentin? I told you about it.
Yeah, I think
I
Brian.
presented the concept to it, and etc.
I think the concept that you presented, and you had when I tell y'all, Phil is very detailed oriented. Y'all thought this live was detail oriented, which it was. Phil created like a whole villains part, like whatever Disney was going to do, Phil did times 10. Yeah. And I think that from what Phil did, I think that maybe they could probably take Phil's ideas and try to figure out the best line to toe it. But like I said, I think it'll probably be a blend of what Phil has done behind the scenes in a village where all evil reigns and lives and moves. It kind of gave me a little bit Once Upon a Time energy.
Yes.
Just a little bit, if y'all remember that show, which was a fantastic show on ABC. It really was. But then it got long in the tooth a little bit. They added Anna and Elsa to Once Upon a Time. No one asked for that shit, but you know, we gotta make sure everything is branded and promoted and marketed to everybody.
Well, you know, when Iger makes nearly $2 billion on a movie, he just practically gave up on anything like that. I just made it my $2 billion. This is all the public only wants now, from now on, and just kept on rolling it out over and over again until it got very.
I think that's what. And I will say this, not just to drag on Frozen, but I will say it did get long in the tooth for a lot of people because the story of Once Upon a Time was Henry and Storybrooke, this town that is filled with all of these people. Honestly, to tell you the truth, if they create Storybrooke as a theme park at Disney, bringing that show back in a new fashion, that would be amazing.
Okay. Yeah.
Because the story is original. Meeting Henry in person, meeting Emma in person. The woman who plays Julie Hopps, she plays Snow White. So it already has the antithesis of doing a theme park. And that would probably have been ran through creative engineering to see if Once Upon a Time could have came to Disney World.
But I may just start presenting my villains concepts as like time fillers whenever I do an episode, because this has got an interesting story of how it began. And Braylon was there to witness how it began.
Yes.
By Rena Creole's chat. When somebody named Kiss My Grits mentioned, you know, wouldn't it be nice to build a villain's land over by Disney Springs and have it enclosed with a glass ceiling, I think he said. Like, oh, that might be an interesting idea. Braylon, what do you think? And we were talking about each other right in front of Kiss My Grits.
Yes, I hope Kiss My Grits is doing well. I hadn't seen her in a while. Go ahead, Florentin.
Oh, okay. So Kiss My Grits is a she. Okay, because I thought Phil said that Kiss My Grits was a he.
No, Kiss My Grits is a she.
Okay, good. Okay, that's fine.
I kind of wonder now, because after she had commented, the person who did the line "Kiss My Grits," I hope it's not true, but it could be. Things happened before. The person who had said "Kiss My Grits," sadly, had passed away 2 weeks after that. I hope
the person who played that character passed away, yes.
Yeah. I hope it's not the same person. It's sad it is. But that's how the story began, and the artwork and concepts that followed then after that are something else. You have to witness it to believe it. Before you go, and we were talking entertainment, I showed to Florentin Tower of Terror news articles. One was about Ariana Grande saying "Save the Tower of Terror." Now, this was during the summer of 2024. Okay,
Yes.
so a year and a half ago. And then last summer, half a year ago, it was about an article of Scarlett Johansson, I believe, Florentin, I showed to you, that she was going to be in a Tower of Terror movie.
Yeah, it was in development, but it never came to fruition.
Is it canceled?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, it never came to fruition. I do remember.
I did not know.
I heard also that someone wants to make a live action "It's a Small World," but I've never heard any updates from that.
That's the first time that I'm hearing that. Now, there's a book called Kingdom Keepers by Ridley Pearson. Y'all have not read that series. I suggest you read it. It gives very old school Disney and the DHI program, Disney hologram imaging. And the reason why I bring that up was because people have wanted the Kingdom Keepers movie series for the longest time. And there's supposed to be a movie about the Magic Kingdom and how the Magic Kingdom comes alive. And I'm just like, instead of doing that, like, I get it, y'all did the Jungle Cruise, you did Pirates of the Caribbean, so do Magic Kingdom, but the Kingdom Keepers is such a rich history with Disney fans that if you did it, like it would be a smashing home run. You have to let Ridley Pearson be the architect of it. But yeah, there's a lot of Disney movies that you hear about development, but sometimes they never, make it to completion.
But how would they make Magic Kingdom? Because Magic Kingdom, they mean like the entire thing? Because if like you do Jungle Cruise, you just do the environment of Jungle Cruise and Tropical Island, and if you do Frontierland, you do Frontierland. But Magic Kingdom, that means Main Street and the castle.
Florentin, okay, Florentin, since you mentioned it, I'm trying to think. There's like a game out there where you have to play and fight against. I never played it. I saw bits and clips of commercials for the game that is in Magic Kingdom. You have to clear a bunch of thorns by defeating some enemies and discover the rest of Magic Kingdom. I don't know.
So y'all hear it?
Talking about. I really don't know what the name is or what I'm talking about.
Oh, understood. So this is it here. John Favreau announced that he was pitching a film called Magic Kingdom, where a family gets locked in Disneyland overnight, only to discover that after the park closes, all the rides and characters come to life. A similar premise to Magic at the museum. What does everyone think of the show film? What would you have liked to see? And if you were tasked with Ryan Reynolds' screenplay taking place in Disney parks without adapting the Magic Kingdom series, which, well, in my opinion, hasn't aged well, how would you go about it? Like I said, I think that the Kingdom Keeper series is still huge with Disney fans. I know that some of the rides are no longer there, but I think to get the old school Disney fans back, I think to redo the Magic Kingdom Keepers, book series in the totality and creating those sets of the old rides, I think that would bring a lot of Disney fans back because of the nostalgia, which is what Disney's known for. So.
It would be interesting to see what Magic Kingdom after park closing. See all the ghosts, come out and create havoc around Liberty Square and all the little kids from Small World walking through Fantasyland.
Yes.
Because that would definitely happen because, any of you have seen Night at the Museum, all the figures will come to life.
Yes,
not just like talk and move. No, they just start walking around.
Yes, which is a 20th Century Fox film. I think I added that to the Walt Disney World rebrand master plan for, I think it was for Animal Kingdom, I believe. Or no, I think it was for Hollywood Studios. Either way, I did add that to the Walt Disney World plan because I felt like that was a whole, attraction waiting. So.
Yeah, I think you might have added it to Hollywood Studios, but I think that's what you said about making into a escape room experience for Disney Springs.
Yes.
For that place.
I was enjoying Erica Raff what she brought up about because now that they're so focused on Villain's End and they're so focused on making it bigger and better and all that, any chances of making Fantasyland better is kind of doomed. And she made an interesting point that brought to mind, because if one way it's like if they put all their focus on Villain's End, and Villain's End is so incredible. It's like the must thing to do in Magic Kingdom. It's like the identity of Magic Kingdom, which I'm not saying it will be the identity, because Magic Kingdom is still important. The whole piece of it is important. But if you're doing Villain's End and you're building it in the same park as, it doesn't matter if it's not in the same park or not. Even if it's not in the same park, you should balance it out. You should have a really strong Fantasyland and a really strong Villain's End. So if they're good, I'm not saying maybe in the future, maybe the future that's what they'll do. They'll see that Villain's End is perfect, and maybe they can go to Fantasyland and make it better, because Walt Disney World's Fantasyland, the Fantasyland expansion, as Erica said, it's a disappointment. The potential of it. You guys would agree that you should have a Fantasyland next to an amazing film yet.
I do agree with that, and I do see where Erica is, what Erica's saying, and you are saying that there can be definitely a great cross between of Gaston and Fantasyland, then going over to Villain's Land and hanging out with the villains, and then being back in Fantasyland. So there's great cross, which normally you don't see the characters do that, right? So I definitely see the potential for that. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of where I could expand right now. Magic Kingdom's Fantasy. I may remove the Goofy's Barnstormer, and I may also remove the Tomorrowland Speedway. Your thoughts?
So the Tomorrowland Speedway is an original attraction, because if you think about the Autopia cars, right, and Bob Gurr, what he built with that's foundational. And you do still need, kiddie rides there, unless you create something new with Goofy there. That would be, a lot better than what it was. So not saying it can't happen, but you would have to create a really good equivalent to do that. I think Goofy's Barnstormer probably has a higher chance of being removed than the Tomorrowland Speedway. But then again, Goofy is a part of the Fab Five. So,
this is part of, sometimes you think out loud to brainstorm. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying that the only reason that the speedway is fundamental is not because it's an original attraction that one of the, that can sacrifice, because some original attractions are being removed in Disney World, but because they're staying in Disneyland. But you're saying that the speedway is staying because it's a child-friendly, all-age go-kart attraction.
Yes, because if you think about Test Track, that's a bigger attraction, right? It has more speed, it has more thrill, has more excitement. So you do need that entry point for kids.
Okay, so that means, because people are comparing always the speedway with the Cars attraction that they're building, and they're like, why we don't take off the speedway and build it there? So I guess the Piston Peak Cars Adventure. I wonder. I think that will be. It would not. It would be like a medium ride. So it would not be too. I don't know. It will be. It will not be Test Track, of course. I think it would be kind of in the middle. So
You could have just only spent $50 million replacing all the cars at the Indy Speedway in Tomorrowland with cars. Okay. Replace the cars with the.
Oh, also what you do is you remove Goofy's Barnstormer, and you implement a new kind of Cars attraction theme to Goofy in the area there, and then you remove this where the actual speedway is gone. Then I would move It's a Small World there, and you would build the outdoor facade of It's a Small World respective.
You know, I never had any problems with the Magic Kingdom Small. I know it's indoors. It don't look as pretty as Disneyland, but you know, it's Florida. It's not like California. It's like mild and nice. Florida is just fit. You know.
I know, but the reason I would move it is because then after that, the Tangled area you have the tower there where the restrooms is. Then you could put the Tangled attraction there.
Yeah, but I propose to build a Tangled attraction as Braylon saw it on the show, maybe around. I'm thinking like, wasn't Halloween, but just before Thanksgiving, I believe, on his show, Braylon. Where I proposed and visually showed you guys a Tangled ride that could occupy where the princesses are now occupying what was formerly Snow White's Scary Adventures, which was demolished, gutted for the princesses as they built the mine train, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, where the princesses were going to be at originally, but instead the Seven Dwarfs got Mine Train over there, which is okay ride, but they are there. And we could have had the princesses meet someone else. We didn't have to remove a ride. We could have just redeemed that ride. But no, we gutted it for princesses. I'm not against princesses. The princesses should have had a house. They should have had like what it was in the concept book. Would have been very freaking cool to see Cinderella's dress transform in front of you.
Right. Nope.
Sorry, interrupted, Florentin. You want to go on?
Well, I was about to say, any final thoughts here, because I'm about to get ready for the 8:30 show. that I'm about to do here in just a little bit.
Yeah. What's your plans for the rest of the week, Braylon?
So this live is officially done. I have a live literally in 5 minutes here for 90 Day Fiance.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll do that live. Can't wait for that. And then after that, tomorrow I'll do a live about the Essence Festival of Culture. It may not be happening this year. So we'll discuss that as well. And then Friday, 2 new shows. So yeah, we're almost done with the week. So, but this live was a lot of fun. I tricked Phil and Florentin very well, because they were like, "Oh, you're gonna say it, you're gonna spoil it, this, that, there." I'm like, nope, and nope. So yeah, it was a good time.
He didn't trick us. He just kept repeating that all you're going to get is the people with the helmets on.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. You guys got the picture, and that those people were hard at work, but you didn't know what the hats were for.
I'm the one that said one of the girls looked like Kate Middleton.
You did say that. You absolutely
And I
did.
had Ziegler ordering them around in the background off camera, so at least she wasn't there. Thank goodness.
Understood. But listen, this was a lot of fun. I'm glad that I got to do it. I'm going to go ahead and do the outro. Don't worry, everybody. The Daily Motivator will be on the 8:30 edition. Because y'all know I don't like to rush the Daily Motivator. But Phil and Florentin, thank you so much. We will convene again. It's been a fun theme park week on the channel. Got out a brand new division.
Three times.
A brand new official club for Universal, and then a brand new theme park that could come to Epic Universe. So it has been quite the week in terms of theme parks over here. So and then of course
we have some good news. I'm sorry, go ahead. Interrupted you.
No, I was just gonna say then Walt Disney's Imagination Wood Studios as well. So a very good week for sure. Go ahead, Florentin, with your good news.
Oh no, just that episode that I said that I did with that episode that I did for Phil, that it ended up on my side, and I said I would love to give it to Phil so he can put it on his channel. Yeah, it's a success. It's on his channel now. So
Yeah,
I was able
publish it.
to.
It's still private, and I really want to edit it 30 minutes because it kind of got to be a little bit redundant, I think.
So in the future, if ever Phil has an episode that I really enjoy, then chances are I'll be able to upload it on my end. And if I ever have anything that Phil wants, I'm able to upload it on his.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. Thank goodness that you can do it now. And here's a little fun trivia. Happy birthday to Uncle Remus. He had a birthday yesterday. If you didn't know. The guy who played.
Well, shout out to Uncle Remus for sure, and thank you guys so much for that. With that being said, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say you want to special because you are always born a blessing. Trust may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Why it's one thing to call yourself. It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. We have spent time with you. You have spent time with us. And hopefully by spending time together, we're great together. And always remember we're doing radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just chillaxing with good people and honestly providing a solution that really could bring a lot of peace to Disney fans. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. We love you, we value, we embrace you all. Always remember, or see love, you gotta give it, or see love, you gotta give it, or see love, you gotta give it. Wherever obstacles you overcome, where success you have achieved upon this particular day. We are extremely proud of you, but if no one else is proud of you, be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, like I said, this is just an idea. This does not mean this is going to happen, but sometimes though, the biggest ideas that have ever changed the world were the ones that have never gotten the biggest audience. So this may not have any, creative momentum now, but if there is a conversation down the line of like, okay, Disney needs some checks and balances, what can we do? Then they could come back to this live and be like, oh, that Braylon guy, he talked about Walt Disney Imagineering and how that can be a whole division that can be the other side of the Walt Disney Company for the theme parks. So, all in due time. Much love to everybody. 90-day fiance audience, give me a few moments and I'm going to be over there live in just a little bit. All right, love y'all. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Good night. Bye.
Night.
I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you, they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you. And you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell.
Here you leave today and enter a world of
A world of princesses.
A world of villains.
And heroes.
Raise your sabers.
A world of other worlds.
A world of all the favorites.
A world of throwbacks. A world of
for whatever you love. Infinite worlds await.
Open your eyes.
Think of the one place you've always wanted to see.
This is where our magic comes from.
They say if you dream a thing more than once,
Please, please, please.
it's sure to come true.
Everything you see exists together in the great circle of life.
There are stories about what happened.
It's true. All of it.
In every job that must be done, there is an element of fun.
I told you she was tricky.
Life is full of possibilities. What do you want to be remembered for?
The world is in our hands, and we gotta do something with it.
I just want to say a word of thanks to all the artists, the workers, and all of you. The young and the young in heart. You helped make this dream come true.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time.